Alright, so my first dumpster for the night, and just stumbled on this stuff. It looks like we just dumped over the side, so I'm going to go ahead and pick this stuff up. But it doesn't look like there's going to be too much else. But at least I found something here. Camera angle was all off, and it probably still is trying to get down here to get all this stuff. That's pretty much everything minus screws, so probably grab those on the way out. I also found this tripod. I don't think I'm going to use it, but it's got a little bit of aluminum on it, so I'll take that. And that is what I ended up with. Just got to make sure that doesn't dump on me again while I'm walking around. Oh, there's some more. I'll throw that in there with it too. And then just some nylon rope of some sort, but I don't really need that for anything, so I'm not going to take it. I don't know what these things are. Female port seals. Maybe I'll take those and see if I can just sell them as a lot on eBay. I always take packaged stuff. I mean, I can always throw it out myself if I need to. So, that one there. That was not a fun position. That is all plastic down there. Empty box. Yeah, it definitely feels empty and looks like somebody went through it, but I definitely don't need that. I don't do garage sale type items because I never do garage sales, so unless I can flip it online, I don't flip it at all, because even like Facebook Marketplace and Let Go and all the other selling apps do not work where I live very well. And when you do get a bite, the people are not very good at following up, so just don't bother with it. It kind of stinks, but it'd be a lot easier to do a cash sale face to face than deal with shipping everything, but that's the way it is. I make pretty good money doing it when I actually take the time to do it. Alright, so I think that's it for this one. Yeah, that's all stuff I've been through before, so I'll grab my little bits there and get out of here. That one's empty. One here. See anything offhand? Nothing down there. Nah, I don't think anything in this one at all. No, not unless I dig to the bottom, and I'm not going to do that tonight. Ooh. Well, I do see some metal. Let's get that to focus back there. And there, I'm just gonna have to be careful how I get in here. I don't want all this insulation all over me, and there's some even back there, so yeah, I am gonna go ahead and get it. May as well, I'm here. Okay. A little bit of wire. I am actually not gonna reach in and get that. I'm not gonna even go to the truck and get my grabber for that one. And actually, these are refrigerator parts, so I'm going to jump in there and look through these, because That's actually probably some stuff I can throw into shred. This one here, styrofoam, trash. Nice conduit. I will bend that and take that. But nothing to go with it. That feels like office trash, so I'll grab that. All right, so in the one dumpster, and here is a compressor. So I'm gonna take that, and then it's empty, but I'll take the board. This is, I just throw these in the shred. There's so much plastic and stuff on here, but it does have some metal to it. And this one here is nothing. No. This one, that's got a motor inside, so I'll throw that into shred. And this here has a motor in it as well. There's another board, actually. Another compressor. So I'll take that one as well. So yeah, 2 compressors and some parts, and somebody was just over there putting something in that one. I know they saw me, but they didn't say anything. My truck's over there, so I don't know if they care or not, but I guess I'll find out in a couple of days. Anyway, I need to unload this stuff out of the dumpster and then get the truck and put it in. Alright, so let's take a quick look in this one while we're going by. So there's some kind of electronic thing going off in here, and it's been going off here for over 2 days now, because I heard it 3 nights ago or 2 nights ago. Somebody really tossed this thing, and as a result, almost everything is pinned underneath these shopping carts, and I don't see any new movement really, so I'm not gonna bother with this one. Yeah, it's just, I've already got a bunch of those things, and they just make for a tangled mess. But yeah, nothing new, nothing worth grabbing. Nah, I'm not doing it. Okay, what have we here? Oh man, that's just a mess. But I see some electronic stuff down there I can just throw into shred. I see a blade. There's more electronic stuff there. Looks like some monitors. I don't take those. And there's definitely more scrap back there. So I might actually have to start a big box and see what I can find. I left my magnet over there right in the middle of that backboard there. So just put the phone up and see what I can find. Yeah, board, another one of these cast noise cardboard. So this is, I don't know, some kind of heating unit element or something, but it's all metal. So that's just a plastic fan. What is it called? It's wiring harness. That's pretty good. I don't know, small motor in it. It's really tiny, and that's all plastic, so there's not a whole lot I can do with that. Doesn't feel as heavy, so I'm not taking that one. Alright, so this is what I'm dealing with. It is just a huge mess. I've got a printer. I don't think I'm going to take that. I've got more computer parts down here. This is where I found all the copper. And here's a bunch of broken glass, so I got to be careful. I'm not going to touch the speakers, but there's DVDs What is this? Tammy. Yeah, I never heard of that one. And little Einsteins. Yeah, I don't know why I'm even taking that, but I found top of a shredder, which I'm going to take. There was a PlayStation around here that, yeah, here has Legends in it, but that I'll scrap out. And the speakers I'm not taking. The wire I'll grab from the other side when I'm out of the dumpster. Yeah, that's just a mess. I don't even know if I want all that wire. I guess I could just throw it into low grade and be done with it. X-Men. Baby boy. That doesn't even sound good. Yeah, so this here is just another board, so I'll take that. There's nothing else in there. Oh, there is something in there. Yeah, another ice maker part, so I'll take that. And I'll take the board. It's now caught onto this mess, so I guess I'm taking it all. And let's see if that's, no, it's not copper. So the rest of this is just going to be a big mess. I don't think there's going to be anything up there, but yeah, I'll go so far and see what I can dig out of here, but nothing good. Mostly I'll just scrap. Look at that mess, but I've got copper electronics, which I'll sort of tear down, but that's mostly going to be all shred. And all of that I just found in that dumpster, but I don't know how much I'm actually going to sort through that versus just tossing it into low grade stuff, because that is a jumbled mess. And there used to be an open top right here, and it's no longer there. I didn't really find much in that one anyway, so no big deal. Time to move on. Okay, so this is the one I just found a lot of the cameras in. The doorbell cameras, but I don't know if I'm gonna find much today. Hasn't been dumped since it rained. This is all. Oops, what do we got here? That's something. Take that. And there might be. I'm going to put the camera away because it looks like they threw pallets on top of stuff. So it looks like some kind of, I don't know, battery, power series, W-box outdoor sirens, 2 of them, and some other W-box unit. So I'll have to check those out when I get back home. So this one here is cardboard. And it looks like the same stuff that was here last time, yeah. Nothing new there. And in here, this was just emptied. Oh, that's a shame. Look at all that fruit. I'm sure some of it's still good. I'm not taking it. But it really smells like bananas in here. Could easily fill up that, but yeah. I'll dig through trash, and I've actually eaten dumpster food that was packaged before, but just something about fruit that's laying in the bottom of the dumpster like that. But that is a shame. I mean, can't believe nobody could use any of that. Apples, oranges, grapefruits. That's too bad. Alright, so let's check out this one. Ooh, look at all that wire. Holy cow. That's some good wire in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get what I can out of here. All right, the last dumpster of the night. And oh man, look at that. Oh, more printer stuff, and that stuff's in the water. Dang it. But yeah, I'm gonna go in and grab what I can. I can see that stuff there. And I don't think I'm gonna take another one of these, but I'm definitely gonna take the pipe, the conduit, and whatever else I can find. At least that one's dry. So, all right. It's full. There's nothing I can do. I was so close. All right, so back from my run, and as you can see, I have a major jumbled mess back here. I'm actually not looking forward to doing this tomorrow or this weekend. It's so much, it's gonna take so much time. You saw me struggle with this thing up here. I'll talk about that tomorrow. And it's nice I put this piece of the rest of this assembly that I made for a canoe together, and that lets me put stuff like that up above the tailgate and still drop the gate. So anyway, I'll just go over all this tomorrow. It is a jumbled mess. I didn't get much out of that one dumpster that had all that metal in it, but I did take all the Cat 5 wire. I left all the fiber wire, but it was a jumbled mess. I didn't even take the lights because they were somehow entangled into the insulation, and I did not want to deal with the insulation. It was either that or stand in all the water down on the base of the dumpster. So for that reason, you don't see those lights in here. Maybe I'll worry about it next week, another night or something, but I just wasn't in the mood to get covered in insulation tonight or get wet. I actually didn't get wet today, so that was a good night. So anyway, I'll go through all this tomorrow, but that makes me cringe. It's there's some value in there, but man, this is gonna take me forever. All right, so the next day, and here is the mess. I've already kind of showed you all that. I just tried to take this out, and it is just interconnected with everything else. So I'm gonna get all my bins and just have them ready to start sorting this stuff as I pull it off the truck and just cut the wire as it comes out. So as far as the stuff that I picked up for possible resale, this box was unopened, but I opened it because it got wet, and I actually just took it because it was heavy and I figured there'd be metal in here, but it's just some kind of hardware rack. So I'll see if there's any value to it and just take pictures of it and post it online. These W-box sirens, the returns, I don't know if I can do anything with them. If not, they'll just go into trash or shred, actually. I'm not sure if these are aluminum backings or steel, but either way, I could always turn them in for scrap if there's no value to them as parts. This thing here, I don't know if they just tested the battery and then the battery didn't work and so they decided to return it, but everything is still in the packaging. I mean, even in the bubble wrap, that panel is still in the plastic. All this stuff has not been opened, and neither is this. So like something else I might just post as parts untested on eBay. I'll just have to see how that goes. This W box, it is some kind of receiver, so I'll just look up the model number again, see if there's any value in that at all. These will just be CPI in touch parts units. I'll just flip those on eBay quick. And then these I just listed again on eBay. So I found a couple of more, and those I sell as parts as well. Those are kind of slow because I've raised all my prices to see what the market will bear for this type of stuff. And if all else fails, I just lower it to practically nothing. They ship really well in these little boxes. I don't really have to do anything to them. So it's a very easy sale, and that's why I keep collecting them. But as far as the stuff back there, that printer drum or that toner cartridge, it's actually used in there, so that's going straight in the trash. There's no value to that, the scrap yards, so it's just all plastic. So luckily the trash went yesterday, so I can start filling the bin again. There's my PC tower, and then the rest of this is just, as you can see, wire, metal. It's got a little bit of copper in there, a little bit of aluminum, but just a lot of stuff to sort through. There's definitely value in there scrap wise. It's just how much I want to micro scrap that. And like that one huge bundle of wires that I took out, I don't even think I'm going to take the plugs off of any of that. It's just going in a bucket, and it's going to be sold as low grade wire and get something out of it rather than shred. And then here is my server tower that I took out. So this one actually doesn't have too many wires running through it. A lot of them that I've taken have just been jumbled with wire, data wire, which I turned in, and I've even cut these little pieces off just because they're right there. And then these things, I don't know if you've noticed me throwing those in the shred pile as well, even though the plastic outer casing, well, the plastic outer casing inside is actually metal. I cracked one of these things open, they flip right out of here, and because it's got metals inside of here, I actually just turned that in with my shred stuff. This plastic stuff on the side though, it's got very little value other than the brackets that it's attached to the unit with. It's all just plastic, so I'll just cut that up in manageable pieces and throw that in the trash as well. Same thing with these little things here. And then these side pieces, that's what I actually made part of my wood rack out of. So I'm going to keep those as well. I've got another set, and they come in pretty handy for if I want to make storage space or something like that. And then the base actually is all aluminum. That's heavy aluminum. So the only part that's really steel on this is this one shelf here, and then up here that is also steel. So not too bad of a night. It is a lot of cleanup after the fact. And then here's my two small compressors. Those I'll just turn in as sealed units after I drain the oil out of them. So those are, you know, as they sit, just draining the oil out of them, I'm going to get $2 to $2.50 a piece. So that's why I keep taking them, as long as they're not too messy. And just accumulate them and just take them in after I have a few. So that's what I got last night. So now it's time to sort all this stuff out. Okay, so after more than a couple of hours of sorting, this is what the truck bed looks like. That there is all the trash that I ended up with. That's my small bucket of shred. Got miscellaneous stuff in there that's all pretty much cleaned, so all I got to do is put it in the appropriate bucket, and that is aluminum, brass, copper, and just low-grade, mid-grade boards. So that'll be easy to separate once I take it back to the shed. That's all my low-grade wire. I just didn't even bother with a lot of it, cutting off the ends or anything. I just threw it in there, and I've got more in the back that I'm going to add to that. All my Cat 5 wire. There's a good 7-8 pounds in there at least, if not more. And then the good solid core wire that I took out of all the conduit, and that's a good 6-7 pounds. So that there is also scrap. I'll be throwing that out. And then I just added to my pile of shreds. That's where a lot of the stuff ended up. I'm gonna go ahead and keep the tripod that I found. It works, everything locks as it should, so I might as well keep an extra one around. And then I'm actually gonna keep a lot of the bar and aluminum parts. I got aluminum brackets in there, and I've got projects I'm working on, so I'm not going to get rid of stuff that I think that I might be able to use. And then when the projects are over, I'll just throw it all into the appropriate junk pile. And then I've got a I've got a PC tower, a couple of compressors there, and then also some kind of cash register unit that I need to tear down. So that I'll take into my shop and clean all that up. So that's everything. Doesn't look like much because it isn't, but you know, I think overall I'm guessing there's a good $30 at least, if not more, from last night's run. So it was fun to do, and it was a nice day out to do it. It doesn't look too nice, but the weather is just right for being outside and working without sweating and without being cold. So now I've got to take all this and bring it all back to my shop and to my shop area, and then call it a day. Go inside, sit by the fire, watch some TV, and enjoy the rest of my Saturday.